when you listen to someone who is depressed, for example, they will suck you into their story. If they can't suck you into their story, they'll hurt you. So your pain gets triggered, and then you get sucked into the story. So it's the victim story that keeps the state of a victim alive. And you can't escape it because the story is what gives you meaning.
Yeah, it gives you an identity. And so then it becomes psychological again. And that whole kind of cycle of like having the threat to your identity be taken away. So then people are stuck in their own pain. Basically on their own accord.
Absolutely.
That's really interesting. I guess what makes you really unique in your approach to things is that you've got this neuroscience background, but that, you know, through spiritual teachings and things, you understand the mind-body connection. And I guess I'm just interested in, you know, we as humans try to intellectualize things and understand them, but you're kind of saying that there's a lot more intelligence in the body, and if we started listening to our body, those flight or fight, those survival responses are going to be less triggered if we paid more attention. So can you kind of elaborate on that?
Absolutely. So the body is always sending us signals. We know this because the vagus nerve, which branches up from the brainstem, it's 10th cranial nerve descending from the brainstem into the body. The brainstem is like the trunk of a tree. So if you look at the trees around us, the trunk of the tree is equivalent to the brainstem. The branches of the tree is the left and right hemispheres, and then there's a root structure. And the root structure is the spinal cord. And if we don't nurture the soil, we cannot expect the branches to flourish. So in this instance, the vagus nerve descending, the dorsal part of it goes into the heart and lungs. The ventral part goes into all the organ systems and endocrine functions, renal functions, digestive functions. So all that information is going up into the brain. In fact, 90% of the information traveling in the vagus nerve is going up into the brain. And only 10% is being communicated back down. So it's our bodies that are giving information to the brain. And for the most part, we largely ignore that information. We live from here, so all that intelligence is left unnoticed. And so the first sort of, I guess, entry point into this intelligence is observing body symptoms. If you're feeling tired, does that mean that your body needs coffee? Or does it mean your body needs rest? If you're feeling pain, does that mean your body needs painkillers? Or does it mean, hey, maybe there's an injury that I need to treat? And with psychological processes, I see psychological scars as physical injuries, and I treat them as physical injuries.